On this episode of Camp Outside, we do an overview of Reed Bingham State Park in southern Georgia. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We had a fantastic little getaway to Reed Bingham State Park in Adel, Georgia. Adel, Georgia is in southern Georgia. It's right off I-75. This park is really easy to access, and it is a wonderful little park with lots to see, lots to do, some fantastic hiking trails, a great boat ramp and lake, and places to paddle and camp and fish and all that. So I want to show you the amenities that this park has to offer. Let's take a look. Reed Bingham State Park is located in southern Georgia between Valdosta and Tifton. It's right off I-75 and is easily accessed by Valdosta, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Albany, Macon, and Columbus. Reed Bingham State Park is not that big, but it has lots to do with hiking trails and a lake and a river and a campground. It's a fantastic park. Let's take a look at the lake and the boat ramps. Reed Bingham Park Lake is formed by a dam. There's a road that goes along the southern edge of the park where you can see the dam. There are a number of fishing piers in Reed Bingham State Park. This one is on the east side of the lake near the dam. It's just south of the boat ramp. And there's another one on the west side of the lake. The one on the west side also has a place where you can rent kayaks. It's definitely a nice fishing pier. My son and I fished on it for a little bit. It offers a beautiful view of the lake and some of the islands on the western side of Reed Bingham Park Lake. This is also next to a boat ramp, which we'll cover in a little bit. So speaking of boat ramps, there are 3 located within Reed Bingham State Park. 2 are on the southern end, and 1 is at the northern end of the park. So the 2 at the southern end are easily accessed. This one is on the western side, and it was right next to that fishing pier that I mentioned a minute ago. And this one is on the eastern side. Unfortunately, we were unable to go to the northern boat ramp because of high water. There's also a little island that you have access to. There's a little bridge that goes over to it on the western side of the lake. And we went over there, my son and I, to do a little bit of fishing. And this was where I caught my first chain pickerel in Georgia, which for a northern pike fisherman like me from the Midwest was a whole lot of fun. We put our boat in at the ramp on the eastern side of the lake, and we cruised around Reed Bingham Lake. It's not a very deep lake, but you can find parts of it that were the old river channel, and that's a great place to target fish. If you have a fish finder or a depth finder on your boat, that's a great place to wet a line and see if you can catch something. We had a lot of fun exploring the lake. We decided to cruise up the Little River, which is the river that feeds Reed Bingham Park Lake. And this would be a paddler's dream. It was plenty deep to navigate with our 14-foot rowboat. You could definitely take a bass boat up here or a little center console boat. But we cruised up the river just to see what we could see. The river was high when we were there. Unfortunately, the river was so high we weren't able to explore the northern boat ramp of the park, as I mentioned before. We had originally planned to put in at the top of the park and boat our way down into the lake, but we had to do kind of an up and back trip because we couldn't use the boat ramp. And if you want to make a 12-year-old kid's day, let him drive. He did a great job. This was his first time driving the boat in flowing water. So he did a much better job going up the river than down the river, but he'll get the hang of it. And as you can see, I mean, this is just a beautiful place to go fishing or to go boating. If you have, kayaks or stand-up paddle boards, this would be a fantastic place to explore. As we traveled along the river, we came across the platforms that overlook the river from the Little River Trail, which was a lot of fun. We did hike the Little River Trail, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But it was really neat to see the platforms from the water instead of just standing on the platforms and looking at the water when we were hiking. We didn't make it all the way to the northern boat ramp. We did have to turn around and go back because of time. I wish we could have done the whole thing. But when water conditions allow, I'm sure this would be a great float from the top of the park to the south.
This park had some fantastic hiking trails. Check it out.
There are quite a few trails to choose from at Reed Bingham State Park, but most of the trails start at a trailhead that's indicated by the red arrow. It has a really nice parking area, and the trails are well marked. This is the start to the Little River Trail, which walks along Little River. It's mostly boardwalk, so it's a fantastic trail to explore some floodplain swamp and some river sections. Here's a look at the parking lot. It has a nice large parking lot with plenty of parking, as well as some picnic tables and places to have a picnic either before or after your hike. As I said, the Little River Trail is mostly boardwalk and is a really cool view of the swamp. And then the Birdwalk Trail, if you come back to the parking lot, will do a 2-mile loop. Our family and dog had an absolute blast on our hike. Be sure to check out our hiking video from Reed Bingham State Park. I'll put a link down in the description below.
Reed Bingham State Park has a really nice campground. Let's take a look.
The campground for Reed Bingham State Park is located on the eastern side of the park. It gives good access to all the park amenities like the hiking trails, the boat ramps, and the fishing piers. The campsite itself is comprised of 2 loops and 46 spots. Some spots are back in, some spots are pull through, some spots are more secluded than others, and there are 2 restroom facilities with running water, hot showers, flush toilets, and laundry facilities. Here's an example site. This is site number 11. This was the site we stayed in. We liked this site because it was probably one of the most private sites in the campground. Some sites are more open, and we're tent campers, so here's a shot of our setup. So here's a little driving tour of Loop 1 at Reed Bingham State Park Campground. It'll give you a good idea of how open the sites are, what the sites consist of. You can see some of them are pull through, some of them are back in. They're gravel, a lot of them are wide open. They have picnic tables, a hook to hang a lantern, electric hookup. Some sites have sewer hookup. All sites have cable hookup for cable TV, and some sites are 30 amp and some sites are 50 amp. If you haven't seen our campground overview video, I'll put a link down in the description below. You'll definitely want to check that out to see the full campground tour as well as some of the amenities we cover. And then also, guys, we're going to be releasing a bunch of campsite review videos looking at the individual sites available at Reed Bingham State Park.
Gathering with friends and family for a picnic or a cookout is a fantastic thing to do at state parks. This park has lots of picnic pavilions. Let's take a look at some.
The picnic pavilions available at Reed Bingham State Park are indicated by the red arrows on the map. And as you can see, there are quite a few of them. They vary in size. We weren't able to visit them all, but here are some representations. This one is
picnic shelter number 3. That one is number 4, which gives you a great view of the lake. This one is shelter 5. And that one, I think, is shelter 6. And as you can see, there are picnic tables. A lot of times there are charcoal grills. That one's picnic shelter number 7. They also have some enclosed buildings that are available as well. This is one of the nicer ones. Here's another one that's quite large. I think there are actually several facilities you can reserve in there. And then this huge picnic pavilion is right next to the beach, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And as you can see, this pavilion would be great for an event or just picnicking with your family.
Reed Bingham State Park has a really nice swimming beach. Now, we were there in January, so we didn't take advantage of the swimming beach with the cool weather we were having, but I'm sure it's a fantastic place to go swimming in the summer. Check it out.
The swimming beach is located in the far southwest corner of the park and the lake itself. There is plenty of parking along the road, and it's right next to that large pavilion. I shot this video from the large pavilion that gives you a great overview of the beach. You can see it's a nice sandy beach, and it is marked off for swimming to keep boats out. This must be a nice place to beat the heat in the summer.
And now it's time to take a look at my son's favorite thing, the playgrounds.
There are 2 playgrounds at Reed Bingham State Park, one on the west side of the lake and one on the east side of the lake. The west side playground is near a picnic shelter, and it's a nice large playground with a lot of different climbing apparatus and slides and swings and a little climbing wall, and it has a mulch base. This is the playground on the east side, and is nice as well, very similar to the one on the west side. And this park is also equipped with a little mini golf course, and so you can rent putters and balls from the visitor center, and you can try your hand at a game of putt-putt.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that overview of Reed Bingham State Park. Like I said, we had a fantastic time at this park. We really enjoyed our stay. So check out our other videos for Reed Bingham. As I mentioned earlier in the video, we've got our campground review video, we've got a hiking video from Reed Bingham State Park, and we also have individual campsite review videos coming out. We're going to be releasing a bunch of those moving forward. Definitely check them out. They're coming out real soon. And guys, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos, and hit that like button for me. And we release new videos every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time right here on YouTube. Our Monday and Tuesday videos are focused on campground and campsite review videos, and our Thursday videos are on a wide range of topics, including camping, hiking, fishing, how-to videos, tips and tricks, gear reviews, and a whole lot more. So if you like what you see, hit that subscribe. Also, guys, you can check us out on our website. We're at www.campoutside.com. All of our videos are there, as well as some other features. And guys, we would love it if you'd hit us up on our other social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links to those are down in the description below. So guys, we would love to hear from you. If you stayed at Reed Bingham, drop something in the comments below and let us know what you liked about Reed Bingham or the activities that you did. And if you are a mom or a dad who's new to this whole outside thing and you're trying to get your kids outside, we'd love to hear from you. That's what our channel's all about. Our mission is to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. So if you have any questions about how to get your kids outside, what kind of gear you need, where you should go, any of that stuff, we'd love to hear from you. Drop us a comment below or hit us up on our other social media. Guys, thanks for watching Camp Outside. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comments below, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.